That thing lasted with me for about 2 weeks. It wasn't ready to go. I get it. I'm a good time, but I was ready for it to go home.
What the hell was we thinking? Dirty tears and I'm sinking. Cause we ain't.
Hi loves, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe so you can keep coming back and getting all the love that you need from me and more. Loves, today I'm finally going to show y'all how I do my base for my makeup. Many of you have been like on my YouTube shorts. If you're not watching my YouTube shorts, what's wrong with you? And if you're watching my YouTube shorts and you're not watching my long form videos, once again, what's wrong with you? No, I'm playing. But many of you have been commenting under my YouTube shorts, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, like, how do you do your base? Your base always looks so good. And it's funny because to me, I don't see that. I feel like my base is not as good as it could be, but I do love it because I am not a foundation girly. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do my base that also contains underpainting without using foundation. I know that sounds weird, right? Because underpainting is all the makeup you do up underneath your foundation, supposedly. But I kind of like the technique in doing it with just concealer. I am a concealer junkie. I'm addicted to a good concealer, especially a good full coverage concealer, because I do have dark circles and a little bit of hyperpigmentation around my mouth. I live for a full coverage concealer. I'm just not a foundation girl. Now, I do like skin tints, and I am going to do a video showing you guys the skin tints that I love, that I own, that like I said, that I love. But yeah, just never really been a foundation girly. Now, I do love that NARS light reflecting foundation. Love that foundation. It's light, the medium coverage. It gives you a nice glow, but it doesn't, like, for me, it doesn't leave me feeling like I look oily at the end of the day. So yeah, I really do like that foundation, but I'm just not a foundation girl. And it's time, if I can get my words right today, that I show you guys how I do my base. So let's get into it. So first I'm gonna start off with priming. I am using this polyglycemic acid dewy sunscreen, SPF 30. I live for a nice glowy face. I just don't like to look oily because I am T-zone oily and a little dry around my mouth. But this is not just a sunscreen, it's also a primer. And I really like it. I've been using it for a month now, and I must say I really have been enjoying it. But I also just really like the Inkly List products. I'm more of an Inkly List girl than an Ordinary girl, but both brands are really nice and affordable. But yeah, this is also a primer, and it says it when you buy the package that it hydrates, primes, and protects. So really have been loving this sunscreen. And let me just give a little disclaimer. If you see the side of my wig and it ain't, you know, laid down all the way, mind your business, lady, because I'm not really caring today. It don't matter if the sides are flipped up, you know, and not down all the way today, because I'm gonna wear my hair down, and yeah, you're not gonna see it, and I don't care. Today's like a chill, relax day, you know what I mean? So yeah, mind your business, lady. Now, I like to let my sunscreen sit on my face for a good amount of time before I just start going in with other products, because I normally put my sunscreen on when I'm doing my actual skincare routine. I put that on last, but I was like, you know what, let me show them this because it is like my main primer. So I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys that, but I do let it sit. So I took a small break and did something, and now I'm back. And I am going to add this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is the blurring one. I really like this primer. She did an excellent job with this. This kind of just blurs. It blurs. Y'all will have to bear with me because I will jack up a word, but it's going to blur my pores a little bit, which is what I need, especially in this T-zone area of my face. So I like to just apply it right in there. Okay, so now we got to do the brows. And yes, I am a brow before foundation type of girly, and I think it's mainly because I don't really wear a lot of foundation. Right now I am applying this Fluff Up Brow Wax from Benefit. I didn't think I was gonna like this like that, but I like this like that. I really do. It's really nice. I don't use it for like the whole feather fluffy brow effect. It just really helps my lashes kind of last longer throughout the day and stay in place. So that's the main reason why I love it. But it is a really nice product. So if you haven't tried it, give it a try. It comes in, of course, a full size, but it also comes in a mini. I love to tell people, especially at my part-time job, if you're not sure about a product, buy a mini. Try it out. Those mini products can last for a minute. Like in this video, I'm going to be using some mini translucent powders that I have. Baby, I've had them for, shoot, one has been a year and one is almost a year, and I'm still using them. So don't be sleeping on the mini products, okay? I felt like I needed to bring y'all a little bit closer, but I'm gonna take some translucent powder from One Size. That's the brand name. I said One Size before in a video, and somebody was like, but what's the brand name? And I'm like, it's One Size. They was like, no, what is the brand name? And I'm like, the brand name is One Size. But I have some in this little cap right here. This is one of the minis, and I like to just set my brows after I apply that. And I'll set my brows even if I don't apply the Benefit Fluff Up product, because this setting powder really helps control the oils within my brows and really helps my brows last all day. Like, it's the best thing I've ever done for myself. I've been doing this now probably for like 4 years, and I love putting a setting powder on my brows. All right, now I'm gonna do these brows. I feel like I'll keep saying and now, but I'm filling my brows in with my favorite brow pencil. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is my ultimate favorite, especially for prestige. The next one that I really, really love is the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. I have that over there too, but this is like my number one. And then I've shown in other videos, but for drugstore, I really, really love my eyebrow pencils from NYX Cosmetics and also Maybelline. Their pencils are really great from the drugstore. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and speed through this and fill these brows in. Y'all, I love to use a cream concealer to carve out my brows. I don't care to really use liquid. It's just something about a nice cream concealer. I feel like you have more control over it when you're carving out your brows. And I am using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. No, not Radiant. The NARS Soft Matte Concealer in Amande. That is one of my faves. Or the MAC. I said Max. But MAC concealers, their concealer that's comes in the compact, the small little compact. I like to use that one, NC50. But I haven't purchased it in a while, even though I'm thinking about purchasing it, because I really, really love it. But yeah, especially if you have like me, I need to actually sit down tonight and tweeze my brows, because I do my own brows. I used to get, I've been down the road of wax and threading, and now my thing just disconnected on me. I hope y'all can still hear me. Hold on. And then it comes back on. Ghetto. Anyways, what was I saying to y'all? Oh yeah, I do my own brows. I've done the waxing and the threading, but now, I know my shape pretty well, and so I just tweeze my own brows at home. But yeah, I love to carve out. So if you have hairs that you in between your eyebrow appointment, use a cream concealer. Plus, if you're not really that great with doing your brows, you have more control when cleaning up your brows if you use a cream concealer versus a liquid concealer. Also, I don't like to do the top of my brows. I try to be as precise as possible when I'm applying the product, so I don't have to do the top. But if I do have to, carve the top of my brows, I prefer to use the same foundation shade as me, or concealer shade as me, and not something that's a little bit lighter, because I don't like that whole 2012 halo eye look. Hate it. And then of course, your girl got to go ahead and blend that out. So insert concealer junkie number one. All right, so this is my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer, and this is in the shade 5 Neutral. This is like basically my skin tone. I like to use a foundation that is my skin tone first within like my, because this is like my soft glam base. This is like, I'm going out, you know, going out with my homegirls. I got a date. This is the beat that I'm gonna do for that. This is not like my everyday I'm going to work type of beat. I do something way lighter than that. I have so many videos, shorts, and TikToks and reels on my Instagram of me showing you like quick work makeup videos. But this is like, I'm stepping out. Like somebody's son asked me out and what's good? So this is like my little soft glam look. I don't know if I'm gonna put on lashes today or not because I want to just focus on the base, but we'll see. Anyways, favorite concealer. This is a full coverage concealer and it has a built-in skin corrector. So that's one reason why I love to use this. Now I have corrected my skin before, like using a orange corrector or a peach corrector when using this, but most of the time I don't because it already has corrector within it. And yes, I'm using this painter's tray because I cannot find my foundation tray. It grew legs and walked up out of here. So anyways, I'm placing some of this concealer down in this tray. I'm almost out of this tube and I have one more in stock over there in my drawer because recently they changed their Forever concealers and foundations. It looks a little different. Like as you can see, like this is the old packaging, shaped the same, but the lettering is different on it, the font. But supposedly they also changed the formula. I hope that's not true because when I run out of the backup, I'm gonna need to get one of those, and I need for it to perform the same because it's my favorite. Something that I recently have been obsessed with is adding a little bit of my serum to my base concealer. That's why I like to call it the concealer that is close to my skin tone, my base concealer, because we're gonna go and add some highlighting concealers. But yeah, I have been loving this one. This is a Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir from Charlotte's Tilbury. I love this serum because it has a golden vitamin C, polyglycolic acid, and also niacin. So 3 products that I really, really love. I'm not, well, let me take that back because I'm not that crazy about vitamin C. I do like the benefits of vitamin C, but using too much vitamin C can really jack up my skin. So I had to like scale back at one point. But yeah, so I just take a little bit of this. And y'all, when I say a little bit, I do mean a little bit because I'm about to show y'all. So I have my concealer here, right? And I'm going to do literally 1 drop. That's it. Don't need much because too much can make it too watery. And I don't want it to be like super duper watery, you know? Now I'm just mixing it all together, making sure that it is well mixed. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just using like whatever little brush I have. I think this is a lip brush or it might actually be a paintbrush. Who knows? But I'm just mixing it, making sure that the two are combined really, really well. And the reason why I started doing this is because it's really been helping my products not settle bad within my fine lines, because I do have fine lines. People always are like, oh my gosh, I love your skin. I have my own skin issues. Like, let me come close. I have fine lines, as you can see, up underneath these eyes. And I was using a very heavy eye cream, and then of course using my concealers, and I was like, yo, my been like creasing bad. So I started doing this and I just noticed a difference and I really, really like it. So that's why. But anyways, it's mixed up pretty well. And now I'm going to place my concealer down. And let me talk about this real quick with you guys. As you can see, I do have darkness, but I also have deep set. Why does my headsets keep going out? It's no reason for them to keep going out. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, I do have deep set lines as well. I have a deep set under eye. So for my deep set, what I like to do, let me bring y'all in a little bit closer. Y'all too far. Okay. That's as close as I can get for right now, guys. But yeah, what I like to do is place my concealer down before and after and on the deep set. So it's not completely up here, right? But it is on that deep set, as you can see, okay? So I like to place it on my deep set line. I like to bring it to kind of where it ends, right in here. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer like that. So once again, I place it before the deep set, on the deep set, and after the deep set, and bringing it down. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer over there as well. And the key is me letting it sit for a quick second. In my videos, I always say, let it dry down. Because a lot of y'all don't listen to me. And I don't know why y'all don't be listening to me. Like, I'm not trying to steer you the wrong way. I'm not like a guru. I'm not Jackie Aina. You know, I know what I know. Ain't that what P.D. Craig said? I just know what I know. If you don't know that song, don't come for me. I'm 37, baby. Okay. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. No, I'm playing. But anyways, yeah, doing that really does help. So shout out to Auntie Jackie. Don't know why I'm calling her Auntie Jackie. I'm definitely older than her. But I mean, your aunt can be older than you. My niece is older than her aunt on her father's side. It happens. But yeah, best thing that she ever could have taught us. So I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, especially creamy concealers, guys. Now, if you have a mattifying concealer that's going to dry down quickly, baby, you need to go ahead and start working. And the one that really does that for me is my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the 16-hour wear Camo Concealer from e.l.f. They have two of them. The original formula is a mattifying formula, dries like that. The second one is their hydrating one. The hydrating one, you can let it sit for a little bit, let it get tacky, let it dry down, whatever. But the original OG, triple, baby, you need to go ahead and start blending that thing out. Because when I say it dries down fast, in the blink of an eye. Why? I'm about to give up on this. I should have put my, I have a microphone. I need to find it. That's what I need to do. Hold your mule, in the words of Tabitha Brown. Okay, pull out my microphone for it to be dead. But you know what? We ain't gonna let the devil stop us, okay? Y'all had a really good church service and praise and worship this morning. So, yeah, we gonna keep forging and moving forward, okay? We're not gonna let it stop us. Moving right along with the whole underpainting process, I am going to contour. Now, recently, I've really been liking these two products. This one right here is the LYS Bronzer Contour Stick, and I have it in the color Strength. Love this shade. It is so pretty. This is a Black-owned brand. Their products are really nice. I feel like people are sleeping on this brand and need to wake up. And then next, believe it or not, I really have been liking the Patrick Ta She's Defined. This is the darkest shade that he came out with, and he just released it recently. So it is his cream contour and powder bronzer. Now, I have not used this powder bronzer, as y'all can tell. I need to try it out because bronzer is my favorite thing in makeup. But this is the cream contour, and I actually really like it. I do think he could come out with even a darker shade, like give us something kind of like a milk or Fenty kind of shade, those really dark shades for our beautiful, gorgeous, super dark, amazing skin. Like, their skin is so gorgeous, dark skinned women. He could do that, but this is the darkest shade, and I actually like it. And I don't like too many of his products. I think overall he has a nice line, but it's not what I thought it was going to be, put it that way. And with products like this, I love to pick it up with my brush. Like your cream products, use your brush. Don't just well, with this you would have to use a brush, but like with stick form, don't just draw it on your face. Have a little bit more control by applying it to your brush first. And now I'm gonna go in and start blending it out in my contour area. And I don't really do like crazy shapes with my contouring because I have high cheekbones. So if I take it and I carve out right in here, it's going to accentuate my high cheekbones even more. And baby, them things going to be up here. I don't need all that. So I like to just kind of keep my contour in the typical areas. And I also like to go around the perimeter of my face. But we're going to go ahead and get that done. I should have put my headband on because, baby, this hair is getting in my way. And if y'all hear anything in the background, it's my fan. It gets hot, and I can't sit up here and die trying to show y'all my makeup routine, okay? Like, it gets hot. So now I need to also do this double chin. Whew, I'm in the gym. Your girl is faithfully in the gym. But, baby, whew, my God, pray for me and I'll do the same for you. So what I like to do, guys, is kind of like an arrow. I kind of just draw, taking that product and drawing a line that way. Coming over here, drawing a line. Coming this way. And then I like to come and draw a line going down. So kind of like an arrow effect. And then we got to blend this out. And I do like to take it up like this around where my ear is. But yeah, we got to blend that bad boy out. You can't just leave it. Blend it out. We don't need no lines. People being like, oh, y'all saw her foundation line. She look crazy. You want me talking about me in Costco's? I don't know what you think this is. But yeah, so we blending that out. This is such a pretty color. It really, really is. Going back and just making sure everything is well blended, baby, okay? You can never blend enough. Never. No, I'm playing. You can blend too much and blend your product away. But no, blending. Blend till you can't blend no more. That's what I like to say. I'm taking this really, really cheap brush that I bought years ago from Amazon, okay? Don't ask me what company it's from. I don't know. But I am going to take it. And I don't like to, like, contour my nose like everybody else. I don't put my lines down here and all of that. What I do is take it and blend it into my brow right in here. And I like to do this because I have what they call a Jackson family nose, a Michael and Janet nose, a LaToya nose. You know what I mean? I have a very flat bridge. So when I contour right in here and I add my highlighting concealer, it kind of gives it a little bit more of like that three-dimensional, helps it stand out just a little bit more. I might have went a little OD or with my bronzer, not bronzer, but my contour, but that's okay. We're going to blend this bad boy out. We're going to make it do what it do. It's going to work out. Just trust the process, okay? Trust the process. And a lot of times I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. For some reason, I just haven't been in the season of eyeshadow. And so a lot of people have been saying to me like, what's on your eyelid? What eyeshadow is that? And I'm like, I'm using my concealer brush to kind of blend this out since I had put so much. And I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing any. And they're like, yes, you are. And I'm like, oh, you're talking about my contour. Yeah. It's so pretty. It gives a little bit of like, I don't know, a little definition in that eye area as well. A little warmth. Not warmth, but because I'm using a contour, but well, his contour is a little warm. So whatever. Anyways, a lot of people like it. But you see how I just took this and just kind of smoothed it right on out. Now I'm going back in with it just to make sure that we're good to go. Because I definitely had applied too much at first. Always remember, less and build up. Don't do a whole bunch and then trying to do that. Don't make the mistake I just made. But we corrected it. We good. And I know y'all think that I forgot about my concealer. I did. I am now going in. I had to clean this brush real quick. But now I'm going in and I am blending out that concealer. I am doing a patting motion. I don't like to swipe underneath my eyes. I like to pat. It provides more coverage for the product you just used. Now my base concealer is all blended out, but I also wanted to show you guys this. Can y'all see this right here? It's a little dark spot that I have left from this big old zit that I got, or pimple, whatever you want to call it. Baby, that thing lasted with me for about 2 weeks. It wasn't ready to go. I get it. I'm a good time, but I was ready for it to go home. Anyways, I have a dark spot here. Now, if you wanted to, you could have also taken that base concealer, or I could have taken that base concealer that I used and placed the dot here, let it dry down, lightly blending it out, since I'm not using a foundation. If I was using a foundation, I will place the concealer over it, let it dry completely down, not blend it out, and then blend out my concealer over top of it. But yeah, I don't care that it's there, so that's why I didn't do it. I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh my gosh, it needs to be completely, because I'm not a full foundation lover like that. I don't mind you seeing like my skin. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick. Now, I am not a blush girl, but this blush right here from Rare Beauty in the color Worth. Selena! Okay? Girl, first of all, we'll never get through any of these. And I have like 4 or 5 of her blushes. Why do I have so many? I'll never finish these things. She needs to come out with a mini size for us to buy, because this is going to last a lifetime, as many of us have said. But anyways, I'm going to apply this. This is what they consider to be like a true rose pink. To me, it does have a little bit of a peachiness to it as well. But it's gorgeous, y'all. It's so gorgeous. I am obsessed with this one. This is like my favorite one, I think, from her. I love it. Now I'm just blending this bad boy out with my Real Techniques blush brush. Oh, do y'all see that color? It's not too much. And I think that's why I love it, because it's not too much. I'm not that type of blush girl where I want my blush to be like super red, super like boom in your face. I don't want that. But this is me. And there's nothing wrong if you do love that, because it looks gorgeous on some girls. Just, I don't really care for it. But this is the brush 405. I was trying to see. Oh yeah, the Instapop cheek brush. That's what this is. So I'm blending it up, blending it out. Oh, so gorgeous. It's perfect. It's so pretty. I did a short form video showing you guys how I really love this and the blush that I'm going to put on top, my powder blush. Gorge. Now it's time for me to add my highlighting concealers. And recently I have been loving my NARS concealers. NARS actually sent me these concealers, y'all. The Amande one, this one, was my OG concealer back in the day. Like, everybody remembers when all of our favorite YouTubers were just like obsessed with using this and had us obsessed with using it. Their Radiant Creamy Concealer. No matter who it was, they were using it. And I am in the shade Amande. And when they sent this to me, I was like, oh my gosh, thank y'all. Because I have been like walking past it at my part-time job like, am I going to pick this up? Because I've been buying like quite a bit of their products. And I'm like, am I going to get it? I need to put it back in my collection. Then they surprised your girl and sent it to me. And I was like, thank y'all. So yeah, I'm going to use Amande. I'm going to do the same technique that I was showing y'all earlier, where I place it down before my deep set, on and after the deep set. Y'all see that? And I'm also going to place it over here to like lift. So before, on and after my deep set. This is how I like to do the concealer for my face, because I do have deep set eyes. For some people, they only put a little bit and a little bit. I wish I could do that, but with my deep set, I need a little bit more. Now I'm gonna take it down the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna add it right here on my chin. I'm not gonna put it right here, but I do like to put it on my chin. And I'm gonna place some on my forehead, okay? And once again, this is in the shade Amande. Such a pretty color. I can't believe they sent me PR, y'all. I was just like, what? Okay, I don't know how to say this one. Circru de, I can't say this one. And it's so sad because at my part-time job, when people are looking at NARS, they want me to color correct them to NARS. I'd be like, I'm sorry, baby, I can't say the name. This is what it is. Like, it's only a couple of names I can say, okay? And most of the time, it's the colors that I use. Amande and Macau. I'm just being honest, but I will make sure that this is in the description area, and I might write it on the video. I don't know, but this is a super light color, so I only want a little bit, but it's a gorgeous shade. And I'm just placing it right on top, as you can see right there. I do like to place a little bit on the forehead area, okay? Nowhere else, just in those areas. Also gonna spray a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Now, I typically will also spray my face with this in the very beginning after I had applied my primers. I forgot to do that, but most of the time I do that. Not every time, but most times. But I do like to do it during this stuff as well. Give it a quick little light shake. And a light little mist while I'm letting that concealer dry down. So it's gonna all dry down together. Give it that time to marinate. And while I'm giving it the time to marinate, y'all, it's starting to feel like spring in North Carolina. I think this week is going to be a really lovely week, which I'm super excited because my line sister, if you didn't know, I am a woman of Alpha, Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And my line sister is getting married this coming weekend. I'm so happy for her. Oh my gosh. We went to school with her fiance. And she was with her high school sweetheart all throughout college. And when they got married, unfortunately, fortunately, because both of them, they co-parent so well, and they do well. I'm very happy for them because they do have two wonderful kids. My nephew, who is a grown-ass man. When did that happen? I think he's like 14. I think he'll be 15 this year. And then my niece. Oh, baby. She's so cute. I love her. Anyways, so once they divorced, you know, she went through her period, her moment, and God reintroduced her, I guess you could say, to her fiance. It was actually during our 10-year, right? Yeah, we were turning 10 as a line, and they kind of like rekindled at a day party, or not rekindled, it kindled. It wasn't nothing to rekindle before that, so it kindled, it started at this little day party, and it's been on and popping ever since, baby, okay? And so they've been together now, oh my gosh, if that was our 10-year, this year will be 17 years, and so they've been together that long, almost 7 years, definitely like officially like 6 years, because they dated a little while before they like made it official. Wow, we're getting old. We're getting old. But I'm so happy for her. So I'm going to her wedding, well, her after wedding kind of like celebration. I think they're doing like a very small ceremony, and then they're having like this really gorgeous dinner with a couple of her close and his close people, and I'm so happy to be in that number and celebrate them. So I'll be going to Norfolk, Virginia next weekend for that. But the weather looks like it's going to be really nice. And it's already, like, today is nice. The past couple of days, in the morning time when I go to the gym, it's been like in the 40s. It's been cold. Like, you need a jacket. So I'm excited that it's not feeling like that. You know what I mean? All right, now it's time for me to blend out this concealer. Y'all, if I ramble too much for y'all, tell me. Tell me. If my videos, my long form videos are too long, I need for y'all to tell me so that I can correct it and do the things that y'all need me to do. I like to blend out my concealer a lot of times with my powder puff. If I was only wearing like my base concealer today, I would have blended it out with my powder puff. I love to do that. I'm not going to do my eyes yet. Let's go ahead and blend out this nose and forehead. If you've never blended your products out with a powder puff, give it a try. Oh, y'all know what? I want to try Danessa Meyer's powder puffs. She has some. I'm thinking about ordering them. I think they're $18. I think you get 2. She has some really gorgeous colors. One is like a chocolate brown and one is a lighter brown, I think. Kind of like a caramel color. Yeah. This hair is trying to get on my nerves, and it's only because the fan is blowing it. But I am thinking about getting it, y'all. If y'all have her powder puffs, tell me what y'all think about it. This other YouTuber that I follow on YouTube, I think I'm following her on YouTube. I hope so. But I'm definitely following her on TikTok and Instagram. Her name is Glam Chica. Oh gosh, I could be saying it wrong. I'm gonna try to remember to find her, her Instagram and also her YouTube and put it in the description area. But I saw her using them and I was like, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Now I'm gonna blend out this eye area, my under eye area. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So I'm thinking about ordering them. And they're a nice size, especially for my girls that do like to wear foundation. I feel like Danessa's is a nice size to blend out foundation if you want to blend it out with a puff. But yeah, try it with a puff because y'all, it just leaves it looking so nice and smooth. Can y'all see that? Gotta make the ugly face. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, like so pretty. Oops, I done moved the camera. Let me see if I can get closer. And this concealer combo to me is everything. And for some reason, if you did dry down your concealer a little bit too much, spray a little bit of that setting spray. But don't just instantly start blending it out because sometimes it can pick the product up. But spray a little bit, wait a couple of seconds, and then start blending it out. That'll help you. Do y'all see that? Butter. I hate when I think I've gotten all of my product off my eye at nighttime when I wash my face. Y'all see that? I need to get a Q-tip. And last night, I typically do get a Q-tip and get in there, and I didn't last night. I was so tired and I wasn't feeling well. I had to leave my part-time early. I was dehydrated and feeling weak. I threw up. It was bad. So I was just ready to go to bed. It was bad, really bad. Now I'm going to use another one of my minis that I have had for a super long time, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. Y'all, first of all, her finishing powders are nice, and I don't like everything from Charlotte Tilbury. I know I use a lot of her stuff, but I'm not crazy about everything. Like I'm not crazy about her concealers. I can pass on concealers all day, but I do like this. I like to, when I'm doing my full soft glam because I'm going out with somebody's son, or I'm going out with my homegirls look, I love to set with a setting powder first, and then I go in and set with a loose powder. Before that, I'll make my ugly face and just make sure everything is blended out well up under these eyes. Okay, honey? But I done told y'all, I be having under eye creasing because I got fine lines. Then I have some product down, and I'm going to take it and set these under eye areas. Just using enough to mattify up underneath my eyes. You get what I'm saying? Not using too much product where it can become cakey. And making sure that I'm making the ugly face. Elongating my face, right? Because then I'm getting everything nicely set. It's kind of hard to make the ugly face and talk, but you get what I'm saying? Everything is getting nicely set up underneath my eye area when I do that. We love it. Another little trick that I like to do before I go in with like my bronzer and all of that type of stuff is taking my finishing powder. This is my Micro Smooth powder from Sephora collection in the shade Mahogany. I also like the matte skin finishing powder in dark, but picking it up with a big old brush and setting my face really lightly where I've done my contour and my blush, so that when I go over those areas with makeup product, it's not going to get patchy looking. Sometimes when you've added a cream product down and you go over it like with, especially like bronzer, you've already added the cream contour, but then you're going into bronze and you're not patting that bronzer down like this. You may be swirling it. Sometimes it can make it look patchy. So by just lightly setting the face, right? Because you can still see it. We didn't add like tons of coverage. I can go in and put powder product on top without having to worry about it getting patchy or looking crazy. Does that make sense? I hope so. Sometimes I feel like when I'm explaining stuff, I'm not doing my best. Now, I am going to go and add in my setting powder to like bake a little bit underneath my eyes. But before I do that, I'm going to take my favorite brush for bronzing. This is the F complexion brush. The writing is almost gone on it. This is probably like my third one. And I have like 2 more over there. And I'm going to use my new NARS bronzer in Laguna 08. I'm going to pick up just a little bit, right? Tad bit. And I am going to lightly dust a little bit on my nose area like this, guys. Boom. Also up here where we had contoured. Alyssa actually used to do this in her video where she would just take her big old brush and hit the sides of her nose like that. And I've been doing it ever since. I haven't stopped. She probably stopped, but I haven't. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with y'all, but I do want to do the nose area because now I'm going to go in and place my powder down. And I'm going to use the same powder puff that I used to set my under eye with the first time. And I'm using my one size, the Patrick. Let me talk to you real quick. Can we get more colors of your setting powders? Like, you need to come out with the lavender and the pink, deeper yellow shade. Right now we have this translucent powder, which is very universal. A lot of people, everyone can use it. And then you have dark. Dark is so gorgeous. But if he made a couple more shades, baby, we'd be set, because he has like one of the best translucent setting powders in the land. So now I'm going to take it and I'm adding it. And I like to go up in an angle where I added that concealer over there as well. And we're going to just do a little light bake. Okay. Just a little bit, not too much. And then for my girls with dry skin, you could just stop with the finishing powder, or you can apply a little bit of this, pat it off, on the back of your hand, and then go in and lightly set on top of that, but not baking, right? Especially if you have the dryness. So now I'm gonna set this area. I do like to apply a little bit right here. Even though I didn't use a lighter concealer in this area, I like to use a lighting setting powder right there. Bridge of nose. And up on that forehead, baby. That 5 head. Do I have a 5 head? I feel like I got a 4 head. It don't matter. I'm cute either way. We all are. So yeah, got that down. Now I'm gonna grab his setting powder in Deep. This is also a mini size. Sorry, I saw a little bit was on the side and I didn't need it to get on me. Okay, because I got somewhere to go after this. So I didn't need it to get all over me. But I'm gonna take that same powder puff, same one, and I'm gonna kind of carve out my cheek area a little bit. Okay, before I actually do the next step with my setting powder, I'm going to go back with my bronzer. Y'all, I have 2 new bronzers coming in, one from Pat McGrath and one from MAC. I can't wait. Anyways, picking up a little bit of my bronzer, and we contoured right here, blushes right here. So I come in the middle of that and I start swirling lightly, not heavy at all, back to the hairline and ear area, and around the forehead area, back into my hairline. This is like a neutral bronzer and it's really pretty. It reminds me of Thick Mint. I've told y'all that before, but it definitely is giving me Thick Mint vibes. Sorry, my thing is in the way. I was meaning my hair clip. But yeah, so pretty. I'm also going to come down here on that chin area where we had applied that contour. Yep, pretty. So pretty. Okay, so now that I've applied that, I'm going to take Deep from one size, that same powder puff, pick that up, and kind of just carve my cheek out a little bit. I know, old school, right? Does anybody still reverse contour? I don't know. But sometimes I like to do it, but I like to do it with a setting powder that is close to my skin tone, or like my finishing powder. Sometimes I will do it with my regular translucent powder if I just can't get my hands on this at the moment. But I try not to do that. I like to do it with a color that is close to my skin tone. Y'all, when I'm doing my makeup, I have to go ahead and close, especially these powder products. We need to go ahead and close you up, baby, because I'm clumsy. And next thing you know, down goes powder everywhere, and I'm gonna be pissed. So I had to get that, closed up. Also, I am going to take, I didn't bring my other blush brush over here. You know what? And I ain't about to grab it. I'm going to take Peaches from MAC, y'all. Just when I lifted it up, it's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take that same brush because I don't feel like getting my big fluffy brush. Pick up Peaches. And just add Peaches to these cheeks, baby. This combination of Worthy from Rare Beauty and Peaches, gorgeous. I wouldn't be mad if Selena Rare Beauty line came out with some powder blushes. Oh, powder blushes and some powder bronzers. I know that she has the whole liquid thing going. She got it in a lock. She got it in a chokehold. We love it. And we also, a lot of people like to use cream and liquid products because it seems a little bit more hydrating to the skin, blah, blah, blah. All of that. I get it. I get it. But baby, if she came out with some powdered bronzers to match some of those liquid, not bronzers, but well, yeah, that too. Powdered bronzers to match her liquid bronzers. But I'm talking mainly powder blushes to match her liquid blushes. Selena, hit me up if you do that. I want to be in the number, okay? I want to be a part of that process. Oh my gosh. Gorge. But yeah, love this combo. And I'm not a blush girl, y'all, but Peaches with Worth, and sometimes I mess around and I call this Worthy, but these two together. Love it. Oh my gosh, y'all. I wasn't recording. Classic Tori. What I was saying while I wasn't recording was that I like to take my skin finish. This is the Sephora Collection Skin Finish, Micro Smooth Skin Finish in Mahogany. I like to pick that up again with my e.l.f. highlighting brush, dip this product in there, and dust away the bake, which I technically have already. I was on the forehead. I like to do this because I feel like it blends the product in better, hair in a way, better with the other areas. And also, I don't like a super highlight up underneath my eyes, so it kind of tones that down for me. This hair about to get on my last nerves, so I'm sorry guys, but that's what I was doing. The way that you just saw me do it, you just didn't see it go away, but I'm about to do it around here, picking up product, and I'm kind of doing like a pat dusting away for this carved out cheek area. I cannot believe I wasn't recording. Yes, I can. It wouldn't be me if I wasn't. All right, now I'm going to pick up just a little bit more and make sure that around my mouth and right here in those, in this area of my face where a lot of people have smile lines, just making sure that it's set. Boom. Oh, I'm so in love. Also, I'm not going to re-dip into the product. I just like to take the brush and whatever is left, I just kind of go over this area where I had contoured and just lightly go over that. I feel like this could be blended a little bit more, so just coming back. Yeah, this side is good. Okay, that's better. It just needed a little tender love and care. Now that my base is technically all the way done, y'all, how gorgeous is this? No foundation. Gorgeous. Now that that is done, this would be the time that I would go in and add like my false lashes if I wanted to. I'm still on the fence. I don't know if I want to put any lashes on today. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Anyways, I go in and finish it off with a setting spray. Now, I typically do 2 setting sprays. I do this one, and then I do my one size setting spray. Excuse me, guys. I am out of my one size setting spray, which is okay. But I do like to use that if I'm going out. Like we're going to a bar, it might get hot, or I'm going to a festival where I'm gonna be hot, or an outdoor event, wine fest, something like that. I'm gonna need a little bit of that one size setting spray because I don't want my makeup to go anywhere, right? But I am gonna do this. And I like a good amount. It don't have to be crazy. I don't need the whole drench amount. But I do like to do a good amount and just let this dry down. While I'm letting it dry down, I'm going to add a little bit of my Merit Lip Oil. This is in the shade Jati. I think that's how you say it. These are, and this one is from the 4 new ones that they just added to the collection. If you are a love who is obsessed with clean makeup brands, you need to check out Merit if you haven't. Merit is super duper clean. They don't even go by like the standards of clean beauty that the US has when it comes to regulations. They utilize the standards of, I want to say it's 2 other countries, but they are super clean. To me, they're like the most clean brand in Sephora right now. Seriously. The lip oils feel so good. Not sticky, and they got a good lasting time. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna put on lashes today. I'm not really feeling lashes. Oh, that lip oil is so gorgeous. Okay, loves, this is the finished look for my underpainting, no foundation, soft glam base look. This is how I do my makeup base for when, like I said, I'm going out with my friends, I'm going to an event, I'm going out with somebody's son. Hey, somebody's son. No, I'm playing. But yeah, this is my go-to, and I love the way that it looks, especially with this blush combo and the bronzer. Oh, gorgeous. And once again, if this is your first time here, make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe so you can keep coming back and getting all the love that you need from me and more. And until next time, loves, bye.
No, we ain't got shit in common. No comment.